The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S is a Soviet-made 152mm self-propelled gun that was developed by the Special Design Bureau of the Sverdlovsk, now Ekaterinburg, machinery construction factory late in 1968. The first production of the Tu-S5 started in 1976.3 and has since been used by several other countries. The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S is a Soviet-made 152mm self-propelled gun that was developed by the Special Design Bureau of the Sverdlovsk, now Ekaterinburg, machinery construction factory late in 1968. The first production of the Tu-S5 started in 1976. The Tu-S5 was fielded in service with the Russian Army in 1978 to replace the 130mm M46 fieldgun battalions in Soviet artillery brigades. The Tu-S5 is always in service with Belarus, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S vehicle is no longer produced. The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S is armed with one 152mm 2A37 cannon which can firing conventional ammunition at a maximum range of 28.4 km and projectiles with an advanced aerodynamic form at a maximum firing range of 37 km. The normal high-explosive fragmentation projectile weighs 46 kg, with propellant and cartridge weighing a maximum of 34 kg. In addition to high explosives, the gun can also fire heat, cluster, smoke, and nuclear projectiles. The weapon is aimed using the same sight as installed on the Russian 122mm BM-21 MLRS, multiple launch rocket system. This mechanical sight is used with the PG-1M panoramic head sight. The direct fire sight is the OP-4M91A. The gun layer operates the loading system and fires the gun. The Tu-S5 can be ready to fire in less than 3 minutes and is able to have a maximum rate of fire of 5 to 6 RDS per minute. A total of 30 rounds is carried inside the vehicle, with projectiles stowed vertically in a carousel on the left of the rear compartment. The Tu-S5 is fitted with a semi-automatic loading system, which is operated by remote control with the operator normally being positioned on the left side of the Tu-S5 on the ground. The Tu-S5 has a limited main armament traverse of 15 degrees left and right with an elevation of 57 degrees and depression of -2 degrees. A PKT 7.62mm machine gun is mounted externally on the forward part of the commander cupola that can be operated by remote control. The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S is based on modified armored tracked chassis. The vehicle has a crew of 5 with the driver and commander at the front of the hull and the 152mm cannon mounted at the top rear of the vehicle. The commander is seated in a raised superstructure to the rear of the driver and has a cupola that can be traversed through 360. There is 3 other crew members seated in a compartment located at the rear of the hull. Crew enter and leave the vehicle via a ramp at the rear of the vehicle. It is provided with roof hatches and roof-mounted day periscopes to give observation of the sides of the vehicle. The all-welded steel armor chassis of the Tu-S5 has a maximum thickness of about 15 mm, providing the crew with some protection from small arms fire and shell splinters. The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S is based on a modified tracked chassis GM123 which is also used for the Sa-4 Krug surface-to-air missile launcher vehicle. The torsion bar suspension of the Tu-S5 consists on each side of 6 dual rubber-tired road wheels, the drive sprocket at the front, the idler at the rear, and 4 track return rollers. The first 2 and last 2 road stations on either side are provided with shock absorbers. The vehicle is motorized with a V59 V12 4-cycle, liquid-cooled, direct injection, multi-fuel, diesel supercharged developing 520 horsepower. The power pack is to the right of the driver with the air inlet and air outlet louvers in the roof. The engine is coupled to a mechanical step transmission with constant mesh gears, 2 power flow, 4 gear shift, 6 forward gears, and 2 reverse. The 2S5 can run at a maximum road speed of 63 km per hour with a maximum cruising range of 500 km. The gradient and side slopes of the 2S5 Giatsint-S are 58% and 47% respectively. The vehicle can traverse a vertical obstacle of 0.7 meters and a trench of 2.5 meters. The fording depth of the vehicle is about 1.05 meters. Standard equipment of the 2S5 Giatsint-S includes an NBC protection system and infrared night equipment for the driver and commander. An IR, infrared, white light searchlight is mounted on the left side of the commander cupola. In the firing position, a large spade is lowered at the rear of the vehicle to the ground to provide a more stable firing platform.